You're about to listen to TADPOG. Tyler and Dave play old games. It's a comedy video game podcast. We would like to stress that the hosts are not experts and are really just very crass commentators. Seriously, this is an explicit podcast that happens to talk about video games sometimes. So please enjoy this pretty okay podcast with Tyler and Dave.
Hello, Internet. Hey. Well, I'm glad you're here.
What's wrong?
No, I love all of you.
What's wrong?
Man. I've had worse weeks.
Yeah.
Of course, I know I've had worse. I've had tragic weeks.
Yeah.
But this last week and a half has been like the absolute busiest of my entire life.
You look pretty tired.
I'm so fucking tired.
I feel really bad for being like, hey man,
this is the best day we could have done it.
would you like to record?
No, we needed to. No, I'm glad. We talked about it because it's just my work is always the busiest on Mondays.
Right.
Always. And
right.
I never know what shit's going to happen to me on a Monday. Mm-hmm. So it makes knowing if we're going to record at a certain time, when we need to push it back.
When you didn't get out until after 8 o'clock on 8:30
Monday,
right?
is when I left on Monday.
Too late.
Good old 14-hour day.
Too late. Yay. Yay, working.
Yeah. So.
You look tired.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you do. You really look tired.
So it started.
You look like shit, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm tired too, but it's because I ate too much dinner, and then I'm usually taking a nap right now.
This is probably the longest that Melissa and I have gone without having sex because we're too busy.
Yeah. How long is that?
And we get home and collapse.
A week and a half?
No, less than that. But
okay.
Not the full week and a half.
Let's not be fucking crazy.
Yeah. No, because we lay in bed, it's like, should we? Well, we can't.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, I get that.
Because it started last week was...
You haven't fallen asleep on each other yet, have you?
I know. I mean, if I'm on my pills, I will fall asleep. Oh, like in her and on her, or just on her?
However,
because I like it when she scratches my back and I fall asleep, but never in her and on her.
Whichever makes a better story. I don't care.
But last week was Nurses Day, so for Nurses Day they do a breakfast. So it's the first one I've been in charge of to do. So Casey and I planned it out because we have to. They do breakfast starting at 6:30 for 200 nurses. Okay. And they want to get them between the shift change, people coming off, so they can have breakfast. People coming on can have breakfast.
Gotcha.
Right there in that window. So he gets there at 5:30. I get there 5:45. Extra crew. He's cooking downstairs. I'm upstairs, helping set up, coordinate what they need, setting what stations where, volunteers where, because the nursing leadership volunteer and. We got that done. Everybody was very happy. And I was just running constantly up and down and up and down and up and down, and refilling and moving stuff.
Refilling food, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
what was for breakfast? A whole bunch of different things, I'm assuming?
We made it a lot more limited this year. They decided to ditch the omelet station, which was very good. Because otherwise...
It was a good decision, or the omelet station?
It was good for us.
Yeah. Because, man, I got to be honest with you, an omelet station sounds pretty fucking good.
Because they knew that would have made too much of a bottleneck. Everybody waiting for omelets.
Sure.
They just did a straight... nurses serving the buffet to other nurses.
Were any of the nurses like, where's the omelets?
Probably. Yeah. I didn't hear it. Probably.
Yeah.
What I've learned is that everyone loves to complain about free food.
You know what?
Universally. They
what,
love, man.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Can you give me an example? Or is it just a latent thing?
Well, this week I've noticed. Well, choosing beggars one. You'll see people complaining about free food everywhere.
Yeah.
And then just all the stuff because after nurses that went well, we were there, but I was there. It was a very long day, cleaning up, getting everything ready, or breaking everything down, and then ordering stuff and planning for this week, which is hospital week. So hospital week, we do something
Why would they have
Every
hospital
day.
week the same time as Nurses Day?
Well, it's the same. It's so Nurse Day was on Thursday, and then Monday started hospital week. I thought they were coinciding. I was like, oh fuck!
I was say, is this like Spirit Week in high school or something?
Pretty much.
You guys gonna like burn the Mayfield Man or something at the end of the week, or like how's that work?
Well,
you guys steal the goat from the rival hospital? We fucking got it, man! We fucking got it! Throw it in the back of the ambulance.
What? Oh shit! What is the?
This would cost a person $5,000, but for the goat, it's free.
What? You're right. That's one thing. Melissa's. Oh, she's so upset. Like she had where she worked years and years ago. They were at a park doing an event for some people, and it was super hot. She had anything to drink all day long, and they're like 3 blocks from the hospital.
Yeah.
So she's like leaning on her car, talking to one of the other workers, and she passes out.
Fell out.
This passes
is Melissa.
out. Melissa.
Yeah.
She falls down, lands in the gravel, scratches herself up, but immediately like, oh shit, gets back up.
Right.
Other girl freaks out, calls 911,
Yeah.
calls the ambulance. Yeah, like a ton of money to take her 2 blocks.
Yeah. My boss's wife, similar situation. They live literally like 8 blocks from the hospital. And I mean, she had to go to the hospital. And my boss is not originally from the United States, so called an ambulance. And then he got a bill for $5,000. It's like, you're not in Canada anymore.
Man, isn't that? It's really so. A lot of people on Reddit, like from other countries, being like, "What the fuck is wrong with the United States? Why?" Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah. Wait, don't you have insurance? Yes.
Yeah, I have to pay $10,000 before anything is covered. I pay $500 a month, and then it costs $10,000 in before anything is taken care of.
Yeah, but don't worry, man. If you want to pay $1,500,
That's not me personally. That's just me throwing that out, throwing out a situation.
That's pretty fucking accurate. I mean, but you could always pay more a month and have your deductible be
lowered.
Like $8,000.
Yep. Such a fucking racket.
It's gambling. Yeah, I mean, it really is.
Yep.
It's like, how much risk do I want to take on? I've been burned by that, though. I mean, it's like, you've got to carry insurance. Because when we first moved here, and before my insurance at my current job, or Nikki's, kicked in, we were without insurance. And it was like, you can do the Cobra thing, right?
Family Guy even has a skit about Cobra. Oh, would you like to pay $7,000 a month to continue your health coverage?
Right. And it was like, we're not going to do that. We're going to go ahead and risk it.
Cobra's
risk
bullshit.
it all. And then Nikki got a pulmonary embolism. And it was like, oh, we're fucked. Still cheaper than Cobra.
Probably, yeah.
I mean, yeah. Still really, like.
It's so ridiculous.
Yeah. So we've almost paid that off.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
that was like 10 years ago.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Man, I'm sorry. God, I hate it. God, I hate it all so
It's okay.
much.
Look, I got to be real with you,
Help
man.
me, Bernie Sanders.
Look, for real, like, as far as like debt goes, hospital debt is like bottom tier.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, we're going to pay you just enough a month for you to not get super pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
And it's no interest. So it's like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
And we'll just carry this. We'll just carry this until we can't,
Yep. No, that's true. As long as you pay, usually if you pay something.
Yeah.
So. But then what? And then the next Monday, so
Right. On
it's the whole hospital.
Hospital.
So here's the thing. It's
What is it,
like
hospital day?
hospital week.
Hospital week.
So every day they do something for the entire hospital.
Like, what do you mean they do something? Like a meal or like
Usually
pinatas?
they'll have one meal. Typically the hospital they don't want food service to be left out. They don't want us to work. So let's cater it out.
Order pizzas, which you're probably responsible for doing.
That happened the first year I was there. When we got the big snow.
Yeah.
And then to celebrate everybody working so hard through the snow and everything, they're like, okay, we're going to order pizza for everybody.
Food service,
Food service, call and order all the pizzas. And distribute all the pizzas and organize all the pizzas. Because you're food service, it's food.
Food, yeah. Papa John, you need to get Papa John on the premises.
I don't want Papa John on the premises.
To be sweaty and hand out slices of
The
pizza.
day of reckoning has come.
Until Shaq shows up and tackles him.
and normally that's the thing. It's like, well, what do we do for people? I remember talking to one of the people who like runs the foundation, the mission services, like the president, and her just being like, what do you want? What can we do that's not food related? And I was like,
Board games?
you can give people money. No, I can't give you money.
Are you ridiculous?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? We can't give people money. We're a hospital. We're super poor, man.
So it ends up like 4 of the 5 days are food service. So they didn't want to cater with COVID. They canceled it last year. They didn't really do anything.
That makes sense. I mean,
And then this year they brought it back, but more limited. But they didn't want to. Even when they catered it out 2 years ago, the caterers show up.
who was it? Can you share that? Or what kind of food was it?
Well, he's famous around town for his burger named after a Mexican party.
Oh, okay. I know. I thought you were going to say he's famous around here for his chicken McNuggets, which is pretty close, honestly.
Yeah.
The guy who's famous around here for the Fiesta burger.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So he catered it. Did a fish fry. So he brought everything in. He starts, and then all of his equipment dies.
What?
All of his fryers just go out. So
How many fryers did he have?
a ton.
This had to have been like
So what happens?
sabotage.
Take it inside, let food service finish it off. So then we cooked all of his food and served it.
Did he get paid?
I don't know. Probably not as. I don't know. I mean,
I was about to say, man, that's a pretty sweet deal. Like, if I were him and I was like, you know what? I bet if all these fryers broke, I'd still get paid and someone else would have to do it.
the CFO told me today it was a staggering amount that the bill was.
He charged you for all his fryers.
He was like, "You're saving me a lot of money because last time I did this, it was a staggering amount of money,
Staggering amount.
and all his fryers died."
That's staggering. Like, if you were to get an ambulance, it's like that high.
For a CFO to tell you it's a staggering amount of money, like
Yeah.
he paid a lot of money.
Yeah.
He was catering for probably 1,600 people.
It's a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of people. Is that all the employees of the hospital?
All the employees of the hospital and the offsites and everything put together.
Have you guys ever done like a pretzel day, like in the office?
Well, we serve soft pretzels flavored every day, Dave.
Flavored?
Yeah,
Like
'cause
what
we-
flavors do you have?
Garlic parmesan, cinnamon sugar, the
Pretzel.
regular pretzel,
Good. Shoot.
salt.
Right. That's my favorite. Get some mustard on there.
I actually
Horseradish.
talked to my boss. I said it as a joke, and he was like, "That's a good idea.
Oh fuck.
Look into this about doing a soft pretzel, but almost like eggs in a basket, but cracking the egg into the holes of the soft pretzel.
What is an egg is like a poached egg?
An egg in a basket is like you take a piece of toast, cut a circle out of the center, and crack the egg into it.
Yeah. Well, what kind of egg is it? How's it cooked?
I mean, you could do it anyway. I usually like to do an over medium egg or an over easy egg in a.
So
in a
usually like
basket.
a fried egg or something?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, fried egg and toast. That's the way to go.
Yeah, you got to dip it.
What do you do with the whole?
Dippy eggs, man?
Dippy eggs, yeah.
You toast it and you dip.
Was
and
Philadelphia
and you-
Dad?
and you dip it. Yeah. Oh shit. What was it?
I think it's Philadelphia Dad.
It's something Pittsburgh. Dad.
Pittsburgh Steve.
Pittsburgh. So, yeah, because they were just like, well, I guess we're just gonna do mostly food. So, like on Monday,
Also,
and then-
astronaut ice cream.
we could have done shit like that.
That'd been good.
Trying to figure out like all the sites that are like 30 minutes away. Well, what are you gonna do for them? We can't cook them hot food and take it 30 minutes away.
Who's 30 minutes away?
Like
Just-
all the like there's the clinic here in Reland that's part of the hospital.
Oh shit!
and
You got to worry about those people too.
people in Dreyfusville.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! You got to worry about people in other cities.
Yeah, they're all part of the because we're the only branch of my organization in Kentucky. So,
Has anyone thought of just letting those guys know? Hey, it's just kind of like a hassle. You guys got like a manager or something. Here's like $100.
some
Chicken McNuggets.
some managers will instead order out certain ones of this.
That's a better idea, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah, but this year there's a new director over all that. He's like, oh, we'll just do it. Okay,
ambitious.
all right.
Yeah,
And then this year he was like, oh,
that was a mistake.
We'll do better next year.
By we'll do better next year. We ain't gonna fuck with this.
Our numbers were just all wrong this year.
Like, what do you mean your numbers?
Because trying to get an accurate number of who all is everywhere and then packaging that up amount and sending it out, we were just off.
Oh, I see. So you're like your
people got shorted.
your
People got
unit
pissed.
numbers.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So what happens when they get pissed?
I send them more the next day.
Gotcha.
And hope they don't go,
Right.
go
I
to
mean,
somebody
I was
else.
curious, like what the what the protocol
But
is.
granted, the guy I've been working with took more of the heat because it's his thing to organize and then tap the other departments to see what he can do.
All right. This person not being Casey, I'm assuming.
It's not Casey.
Not Casey's
no.
fault.
No. It's the director of another ancillary department.
Gotcha.
So, but no, I mean, thank God for Casey though. Like he helped because also on top of that, my boss and my boss's boss, the VP, were also in this week.
They're not
while
normally,
we're doing all.
not normally.
No.
Were they in because it was hospital
My
week?
boss comes in once a month, maybe
Gotcha.
for like a day or day and a half. The VP hasn't. He comes in maybe every 6 months plus.
What do they do though, right? I mean, they just come in and be like, "Hospital's still here. Yep. Let me make people nervous. Okay, good. Walk around."
Yeah. Was it like, oh, well, am I pissed at you? Oh, there's something. Yep, I'm pissed at you. Well, okay, that's not so bad. So I'm not as pissed at you. But I'm pissed at you.
That doesn't sound stressful at all.
So trying to feed the entire hospital on top of my boss is coming in because somebody else's boss had come in and looked and didn't like something that they saw. So they were in looking at stuff. So they're not chewing me out or anything, but they're like, all right, we got to do this, this, and this. So you have to do this, this, and this. So they're
Right.
telling me stuff to do while I'm trying to do the other stuff that
For hospital week.
the hospital wants me
Yeah.
to do. So after they finally left, like Casey, like just walks in and just like holds me. It's okay, man. It's okay. I love you. It's okay. It's like, thank you. I am burned out.
Yay! Me too. And I don't even do that.
So, but then this week is also all of Brandy Jr.'s graduation stuff.
Right.
So we had her.
Thanks for the announcement,
Mm-hmm.
by the way. Thank you for that.
Yeah, because like now graduation and stuff, you only get like 3 tickets and to everything. So like,
Thank you
normally-
for not inviting me. Yeah, I appreciate the announcement. Thank you for not
a
inviting me.
lot of people
Yeah.
were upset. It's like, oh, is this an invitation?
Never worry
No.
about that. Never, ever worry
For
about
you,
that.
no. Yeah, I get it.
It's like, man, because whenever I get an invitation,
Here's an event you don't have to go to.
here's a normal person when they get an invitation. All right, here's me. Fuck. God damn it.
Can I just send some money? Oh, okay, yeah, I'll do that.
I can do that. Was that an option on the announcement? I missed that.
Yeah, there are 2 boxes: bitch about going or send money.
Yeah, man. I got to be honest, man. I mean, I paid $20 to get out of just about anything. You know what I mean? Especially if I'm using it as an alibi for something where it's like, oh, I got to go to this thing. All right, here's $20. Now I'm going to do whatever I want for 3 hours.
I mean, she did make bank because we sent them to everyone we knew.
Yeah.
Knowing like they can't come, so maybe they'll just send her something. So she made a lot. She made a lot of money.
Good. That makes me feel better for sending absolutely nothing.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We do this and actually make money for her, so it's fine.
You're welcome.
Yeah. You know that laptop you got? Yeah, that's half from Dave.
All right, good. Now I feel great. I didn't have to go to a graduation and didn't have to give money.
Mm-hmm.
So this is fantastic.
So what? Like on Monday, Monday we did. Well, today was popcorn, so I popped so much goddamn popcorn.
How do you do it at work? How do you do mass quantity?
We've got a movie style popcorn machine.
So like a huge one,
It's
presumably.
a medium sized one.
So okay. So the one at the movie theater, would you say that is a medium sized or is that like small?
I said that's a large size.
That's large.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, holy shit.
So it's like half of that.
Well, that's not super big.
It's not super big, but I mean I can pop
Did you bring any home?
No, I'm so sick of popcorn. I mean,
that sounds pretty good.
I had a chaplain helping me. We cranked out 150 bags in like an hour and a half.
Like 150 of like those like long skinny paper bags deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was the treat today. Was everybody gets popcorn, but I did have volunteers for like the first like 4 hours. People coming down, they pop it. And I did my other shit I had to do.
I love popcorn, man.
I mean, I do too. I don't want to smell it for a while though.
But I want to like, what'd you cook? How'd you cook it in the popper? But like, do you use oil for that, presumably?
Casey ordered like a kit where we just comes in like this plastic bag that has all the popcorn kernels and then the salt and stuff on the kernels, and then beside it is like this oil bag. So you just cut the top off and just squeeze it all into the bucket.
Gotcha. And that's what it cooks in. Is that oil stuff?
Yep.
Because I don't know how those movie theater ones work. I don't know.
I imagine it's got to be very similar to the one I did. Like you pour in the kernels, you throw in some seasoning, and then there's like an oil fake butter sort of packet you
slurry.
You throw in there.
Sure. Chum.
And then because everybody loved it. Everybody was coming down.
Good.
So, I mean, everything went over well.
Good.
So the day before that, we did ice cream sandwiches. Gave out ice cream sandwiches to the whole hospital.
That seems like way easier than popcorn.
Well,
no,
it's keeping them cold while we're doing it. So like I'm out there handing them out, and Casey's running back and forth.
Those do melt like super fucking fast.
Yeah, and they were Blue Bunny, so they're even at their most frozen, they are still pretty soft.
Oh, is that how Blue Bunny rolls?
Blue Bunny, I don't know if they put gelatin or something, but all their ice cream's a little. You either love it, or you hate it because it has like a gummy sort of quality to it. So I think that's part of why it stays like soft. Like I can pull them just out, and people were like, "Oh, here's your free ice cream sandwich." It's kind of soft. That's just the brand.
Yeah.
Sorry for your free ice cream sandwich.
Oh, we're doing where people complain about.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I like the cookie ice cream sandwich with the M&Ms on them. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that.
We sell those in the cafe and give those to the doctors. The doctors love that.
Yeah. I don't know why I laugh like that. That's like a Will Smith.
That was ice cream.
It's because I was thinking about the ice cream sandwich, and I was like, man, I want one of those.
And we did like a fair day where I decorated. That's when I was gone there till 8:30 the night before because I decorated the whole cafe like a fair, and then we closed everything down, but like the fryers, and then Casey in the back. So they got their choice of like a barbecue sandwich, a foot-long corn dog with slaw and chips and cookies and drinks. And everybody would make it manageable because everyone's short-staffed.
Yeah.
And we can't have everybody like clogged up and waiting. They can't really sit down and eat that long.
Did you hire carnies to harass people?
My bosses want like my
boss is a carny.
One of my bosses like, "Did you order a clown?"
Did you?
I thought he was joking. I was like, "No, I didn't order a clown. You should order a clown." You really want me to order a clown? Yeah, I want you to order a clown. Well, it's COVID. You probably shouldn't order a clown. Never mind. Well, it's not COVID. You should probably order a clown.
Note to self: next time, order clown.
Yeah. I can't imagine. Like,
where do you get one?
Like the other way, like, hey, I spent $500 in petty cash and I hired a clown. Will corporate approve that?
Did he juggle too, or
no? He was a scary clown.
He was a scary clown.
You didn't say what kind of clown to
hire. We couldn't afford a clown, so we just have this painting of John Wayne Gacy. Everyone could look at.
There we go.
Oh man, where do you get a clown in town?
I don't know. I mean, I know my grandma used to do it.
Your grandma?
My grandma used to dress as a clown.
Yeah,
and she would go and do tricks for elementary schools.
Yeah,
so I remember being in like 3rd or 4th grade, and my grandma would.
I remember you telling me that. How'd that make you feel? A little embarrassed?
Well, no one knew who she was. And she wouldn't really dote on me. She did like, this is my grandson.
Right. Okay, that's good.
Be like, Grandma, I haven't seen you in like 6 months, and now you're here as a clown.
Thank you for Donkey Kong Country, Grandma Clown.
Oh, shit.
No.
I did. She gave me her Genesis, 10 years ago.
Oh.
That she bought at a yard sale. That's where I played Gunstar Heroes, was on her Genesis.
Right.
The very few times I would go over there. the one right down the road, whose house I would very few times go over
Right,
to.
yeah. The first time I was coming here.
Grandpa was an abusive asshole.
Your grandpa was an abusive
Oh,
asshole?
he was the fucking worst.
Mine too, man.
Fucking worst.
Look at that.
Yeah. We've talked about shit trickles down.
Wow, look at this. Wow. And now we're doing a podcast together.
Yep. Well, then last night after the ice cream sandwiches and everything, and my bosses leave, which my bosses, they were there longer than I thought, but we also were doing a dinner for both sides of the family. So Melissa, we'll just have a nice sit down. We'll make pot roast and pork loin and all this shit. And I was like, okay, great. This is going to be hard. I don't know when I can get off. She's like, okay, well, just get off as soon as you can. I did not get off in any time at all. So she cooks for like 40 people.
Oh, shit.
Like
40 people?
Like a great meal for like 40 people.
That's
all
a
by
lot of
herself.
people.
And but she did an amazing job. I got home just enough to try to do some running and some setting up. And she made a montage video of like all pictures of Brandy Jr. growing up. And I handled that. But so it was just, and then breaking down and getting home, it's just been nuts. And of course, tomorrow's graduation. So, but they're giving a gift out tomorrow, nothing food related. So I'm all good.
What's the gift?
An umbrella.
Oh.
Everybody gets an umbrella.
Oh, all right. Those are free.
So at least I got out of the Christmas meal last year. The Christmas meal that's what's nuts.
The Christmas meal?
The
What, you do,
Christmas
like
meal.
goose?
I mean, they do prime rib and shrimp, salad, cheesy mashed potatoes, Brussels sprout, like a whole huge spread for the whole hospital. And that is like, it's all hands on deck. Like they're spending a lot of money and we're all day long just, every leader in the hospital is down there volunteering, serving.
You should order a clown.
That's what I'm telling my boss.
Yeah.
I ordered a
I got a
clown like you
this
said.
right.
I mean, for Fair Day, you didn't really
Yeah,
specify. You just said you should have ordered a clown.
Next time you should be a
I
little
didn't know
more clear.
why. I just thought you liked clowns.
You delivered that like Kevin from The Office.
I didn't know. You didn't say when I needed to get a clown.
Have you? It's weird when I don't know the actor's name. Do you know the actor who played Kevin?
Brian Baumgartner.
Wow, look at you go, man. But it's weird to like hear him not do Kevin, to not be playing Kevin. Because it's always just like, what's wrong with you? You sound competent. And like
Well, it's the same thing like hearing Kevin speak in the first season of The Office and hearing Joey speak in the first season of Friends, where you see they become slowly flanderized into the
sure,
barely functioning idiot at the end.
Is it really as bad as it like? Is it okay? Which is worse? I guess is my question. Kevin or Joey, as far as the flanderization goes.
Probably Kevin.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one thinks Joey is mentally handicapped like they do Kevin.
Yeah. That is true.
Yeah, there's no bit about
That is true,
something.
right? That is. I mean, look, I haven't seen every episode of Friends, but man, I'd watch that one. I mean, it happened to Kramer, so I mean, oh man.
Because what else did we do? Now I can't even fucking remember all the shit that we've done. So, but yeah, it's pretty. The bump, the Foods of the Week bump is over. So then we're gonna go to Brandy's Junior's graduation, and then of course the week after that, Ryan's getting married. So we're going to Gatlinburg, but that's gonna be nice because we're gonna go to Dollywood, have a good time. We've got a good Airbnb, so that'll be a good relaxing
nice.
sort of
de-stress.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, that'll be nice. Congrats to Ryan.
Yeah.
Does he still have that copy in Nosferatu?
Yeah, that's the entire reason.
Is he looking to get rid of it?
Maybe. This Gatlinburg wedding ain't cheap. Maybe.
That is true. I can't afford Nosferatu though. I'm sorry, it's been a shitty week.
Just match with him on Tinder. Have him over. So you should probably bring that game over. We'll
I'm pretty
play
sure
it.
we'd match on Tinder. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we'd match.
Yeah.
Hey, I know your brother.
I-
You sat here and I heard how you have your ass eaten. So we're fucking halfway there, buddy.
Why don't you trip up those stairs, friend?
Right. You all shaved, you all shored up. Hey, pass me that Nosferatu. Let me daddy get to work.
Man, I do want the Tinder profile where they just appeal to nerdy people and try to pilfer video games.
That's like, did I tell you about the conversation I had with a coworker about like, I had a conversation with Dalton about this, Guitar Man Dalton. Cause like he brought up that like he knows women who are on OnlyFans. And it's like, man, like your generation, I say that, I sound like we're super old. He's like 10 years younger than me, but like that age group, like that's a thing in their reality. And it didn't dawn on me until, well, he mentioned it. And then a coworker of mine who was about his age was telling me that she has a bunch of friends on OnlyFans and that she was thinking about doing it. And I was thinking, is this a trap?
Yeah.
And then she was like, but no one would want to pay for that. And I was like, is this a trap?
I mean, if your nudes are going to get leaked anyway, they may as well like, all right, $5 then, little man, put that shit in my hands.
Yeah, I'm all about it. And I told like I told Dalton, I was like, yeah, man, if there was somebody I knew, local, like knew personally, like
And
yeah.
they took Bitcoin? Yeah.
No, fuck, man. They can't take PayPal because PayPal's a real son of a bitch about that shit. PayPal's like, nah, man, you can't buy anything adult with our eBay money. It's like, what the fuck, man? No. I totally, credit card, debit card. Here you go. Hey, Nikki, are you okay with this? All right, you can see it too. Man, at least for a
Here,
month.
let's find one you like too.
No. No, you kidding me? This is for me. Look, if she likes it too, which she might, that's great. But I mean, look, and like, it doesn't matter who it is either. Like, I'm not saying like I'm in this for my enjoyment. This is just curiosity. I just want to see that acquaintance naked.
That's it. So just 1 month subscription. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No, totally. But yeah, it just kind of blows my mind because I'm almost 40. And it's like, I personally, as far as I know,
Casey turned 40 last week, by the way.
happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Casey.
Zalnop just recently turned 23. So happy birthday, Zalnop.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah. I don't know anybody. It's not on my radar. If anybody I know is on OnlyFans, it's not on my radar.
Yeah, I have no idea either.
I don't even know where to look. Facebook, I guess. Because she was, my coworker was like, yeah, they just advertise it on Facebook. And it's like, pretty smart.
So it's like
Pretty smart. Because it's like, hey, you're looking at photos of me in my bikini?
So is it
$20.
If we can pivot from girls you knew in high school doing pyramid schemes to doing OnlyFans, that's
Yeah.
a better transition.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. What I want to know is like, what are the guys I went to high school with? What are they doing for a hustle? Their side hustle.
Is OnlyFans
Podcasts?
Is OnlyFans female only?
No, it's not. But I feel like, I mean, I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I feel like if you're going to make a good amount of money, you're probably going to be a woman.
Yeah.
I don't know that, but
there could be a huge gay following in OnlyFans.
There probably is, but like, I don't know. I don't know. I guess a lot of I just can't imagine anybody I went to high school with, like, people wanting to pay to see naked kind of deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike Lanham making OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Mike,
Let us know how it goes.
Let us know. Someone on Twitch chat was telling me that they tried to make an account and OnlyFans was like, nope. Which I didn't know OnlyFans did. And I was like, why they do that? And they said they thought it was a joke account and they don't allow joke accounts. And I was like, oh, was it a joke account? I mean, because mine would be.
Yeah.
I totally do.
I imagine so many people trying to copy that one guy who makes the nice videos on Pornhub or whatever.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, probably. Which, I mean, fuck it.
Yeah.
What's it matter? Like, what OnlyFans is like, they're still going to make money if people pay for it, right?
We're piss drinkers.
Right.
Have some pride in it.
So when's the wedding?
Next week.
I'm just asking.
I'll know when I get there.
I'm just asking because we just did this whole new schedule thing, and I want to make sure.
I think it's on Thursday. You're right. I didn't even think about that. Did not even think about that.
Well,
because with our
Thursdays.
schedule changes, we wouldn't leave until after Monday. So I think we were leaving on Tuesday. So I didn't even think about it.
Thursday's our new recording
Yep,
day,
it
so
is.
we'll have to figure something out.
I'm glad we talked about that.
I guess I am.
Wasn't even on my radar.
When are you,
Really, nothing is on my radar at the moment.
when are you guys leaving? Tuesday?
I think too early Tuesday. Yeah,
Oh shit! And when are you coming back?
Friday.
Okay.
So we can record the weekend.
Okay.
The weekend following. Yeah.
Okay.
Because Melissa's not taking any days off work, so she'll be back Friday to work Friday night.
Okay.
So
All right. Okay. Just a little worried about it.
So now it works out. Now it works out.
Just a little worried about it.
There you go. Now we're back again. It's fine. Mama watch Jack. We'll do it. It'll be fine. So on the ball, that's a game we can talk about.
On the ball.
On the ball.
It's a video game.
It's a video
Super
game.
Nintendo.
And I guess I'm glad we drew it for this week
Are you?
of all weeks because it's super short.
It's very
I
easy.
beat half of it, getting home today. So
I beat it in 45 minutes. It's super easy. It is a game where you play not the ball of a maze, but you actually play the maze. And
You're right,
You
yeah.
rotate the maze.
you're Dungeon Man.
You pretty much are Dungeon Man. And you try to get the ball to the exit zone.
Yep. Mode 7, the maze.
Mode 7. Yeah, totally. The game. It was based on an arcade game that came out, I think, in 1989.
Camel Tree.
Camel Tree, yeah. Which is a weird name.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't make any sense at all.
I watched a few internet videos talking about like
Really?
Camel Tree. What the fuck is this?
Yeah, I thought it was Camel Try for a minute, and then I saw the katakana for it, and I was like, okay, that ends, and that's Camel Tree. I don't know what it means,
Yeah.
but there's a camel on the art, and there's no camel in the
I don't
game.
understand how that makes any sense.
No,
Yep.
I don't. I mean, the camel on the art looks like Joe Camel
It looks
before
like
he
you're-
got cool.
And it's like you're a sentient ball because like after you beat, because I beat the first two difficulties.
Mm-hmm.
After you beat the first one, it's the ball like standing on the cliff that Celeste throws herself off of in Final Fantasy VI, looking at the sunset.
Yeah, and there's interesting type.
Oh, did you hear that, Dave?
No, I didn't hear anything at all.
All right, let's keep going then.
Yeah, okay, come on. Yeah, so that's when you beat the training stage. You get a still image cutscene, like you said, of the sphere sitting on a cliffside beach, presumably staring out at the sunset. It's just a ball, so I don't know which way it's looking, but it kind of implies that it's looking at the sun. And it says in large capital letters underneath this still photograph, the warm up is over.
The ball's ready for more.
The ball's ready for more. And then you beat the beginner stage. They call them planes. The beginner planes. They're like worlds. Each world has like some stages in it. You beat the beginner plane, and then the cutscene that you're rewarded with is a single static image of the sphere sitting on a rock in the middle of a field at night. There's a big full moon alongside a big dead tree, and the type underneath says, "Yet to be seen. Try it." Which seems like it might be like a hint or something. Like, look to La Luna, you know?
Is that the camel?
I don't know what "yet to be seen. Try it" means. There's no punctuation.
Are you an anal bead?
Maybe it's yet to be seen.
Yeah.
Try it. And then if you beat the expert plane, you get rewarded with a cutscene of the tiny sphere, so small, sitting in front of a CF30 computer. Which I'm not familiar with that, but and there's a thought bubble above the sphere, and in the thought bubble is the sphere picturing itself getting through the maze. And then down below it says, You have done well. The job in this field is completed.
All right.
And then if you beat the final plane, the special plane, you see the sphere in outer space above a galaxy hanging out with 2 other spheres. I guess it's reunited with its family.
Okay.
I don't know, like
All
an
right.
ET story. And it says, congratulations, all rounds clear. And then it should say, thanks for your money. I hope you enjoyed your 45-minute experience, which, let's be honest, I was very relieved that this is a 45-minute game.
Yeah.
If every Super Nintendo game we play from here on out was a 45-minute experience, I could die a happy man.
Yep, I would love it. I would love that. I'd love to beat Lufia 1 in 45 minutes.
Because let me tell you, I watched someone play the Tick the other day, and I was like, oh my God, we have to play this one day.
Man, yeah, we do. Because hopefully, I mean, my shit's just busy. My shit's just busy. This week is especially awful, but shit's just busy. So I know, like, people can probably tell I don't get to spend a lot of time with the games like you do, Dave.
Yeah, and we talked about that.
yeah.
We had a conversation. We had like a do you want to do this anymore kind of conversation.
Because it's just like it's incredibly difficult for me, and I feel bad about it. And then I know, because then you feel like you're talking too much about the game.
And I don't want to do that because I feel like that's not as I don't know. I want to have a conversation.
The dialogue, no, I totally understand.
And it's like, I got to be honest with you, man. And I told you this in our messages, but it's like, even if we talk less about the game, I'm okay with that if it means that we can actually have a conversation. Because I don't like it when I feel like I'm giving a book report.
Yeah.
And that's why I didn't want to do a Dave reads some Wikipedia when you mentioned it earlier. It's like, fuck it, man. It's fucking on the ball.
Get rid of it.
Who cares? Literally no one.
Yeah, you're right. No one does.
There was one person in chat who came in and they were like, oh, Camel Tree.
I rented this game once. Oh, they knew about the arcade, not about the SNES
the arcade
port.
version. Yeah. Which, I mean, the arcade game did really well. Like, I mean, it sold really well. It did really well.
I can see that where this would be very good in the arcades.
It had a dial. So instead of using a controller, because like the controls in the game are kind of cool. Like L and like the left and right buttons on the D-pad turn the maze, and then the R and L shoulder buttons turn them in the same direction but faster. So I mean, and then you press a button. There's one button you can press, and it kind of like makes the ball jump. There are obstacles in the maze that you typically don't want to hit. Like there are blocks that you can break if you're going fast enough,
but also big squares that will take away from your timer if you bump into them. And what you can find, the little bonuses. It's almost like a weird pinball game that they're trying to go for, because you'll get like a casino style thing where you can add seconds to your timer for the next level.
Yeah, if you do it fast enough, if you clear a stage fast enough, you get a slot machine. And that slot machine has numbers on it. And whichever 3 numbers you get in the slot machine, it adds those numbers together, and then it gives you it adds those seconds to your
Which could be amazing
time.
or completely insignificant. Because like one time I got like 18 seconds. It's like, okay, awesome. Another time it's like 4 seconds. That's the starting screen. Okay.
Right. Yeah. And it's like it matters because each stage you have a time limit. And if you don't make it to the finish before the time runs out.
That's the big challenge, is you're just trying to beat the timer.
You're running against the clock. And don't worry, it's super easy.
Yep.
Like, it's going to be fine.
Yeah.
I feel like as long as you don't panic, you're going to be fine. And it's like, you don't have a mini map or really know where to go. But I mean, it's less a maze, like, and more like a track. It's more like a course where you're just trying to navigate it, like you said, through like pinball machine style obstacles. It is very, and Choctaw said this when we had him on for Pocky and Rocky, but this is Sonic the Hedgehog bonus stage, the game. I mean, it
really is.
It's like that, except instead of it, you control the rotation essentially. Instead of controlling Sonic, you control the rotation of the map. It's a video game.
Yep. The physics are interesting, but
okay.
But yeah, it's super short. Like this would have been an okay rental by myself.
Just a rental.
If there's nothing else, all right, this has been fun one time and one time only.
There is a 2-player mode, but it's essentially like a score attack. Each player takes their turn, and I mean, it was based on an arcade game, so it's like I mean, and you can tell because like when you get to the end of when you finish a plane, it tells you your score and asks you to enter your initials, and then you enter your initials, and then there's a leaderboard. So it's like, okay, I see what they're going for, but it's like there's no battery save. There's a password system.
Yeah.
I guess I read that there's a password system. I didn't have to use it because I beat it in 45 minutes.
Well, and also if you die, it does the pinball thing where here's a bunch of numbers. If you match that number, you get to come back.
You continue from the spot where you died.
Yeah, I got it once.
I did too.
It was just like fortunate.
Yeah.
And if you get it, it's unfortunate. Oh, I didn't get unfortunate.
Yeah.
It's okay.
That's it. I mean, honestly, that's it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there is not a whole lot else.
The music is very 90s-ish.
The backgrounds. Holy shit, dude. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong about the music, but the backgrounds are like, I can't remember who said it in chat. I wish I could, but someone was like, this background sounds like the Rugrats art. Wah, wah. I mean, imagine that.
Is Rocco's shirt the backdrop?
It is. And sometimes there's a fish in the background just swimming around.
I thought it was chasing me for the longest time.
Yeah. No, it's just the background. And it's pretty, it's very 90s or late 80s, I guess. I didn't play the original. Ladies.
Yeah, I didn't either, obviously.
I hear that it's very, very similar to the arcade game. So I guess in that regard, it's a good port. It should have been because I think Taito did this. So they ported their own game.
Well, if anybody's going to do it right or give a shit enough to do it right.
Probably going to be them.
Yeah.
The Space Invaders people.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's about it. Do you have any achievements for it?
That's pretty much it.
It really is.
Yeah, I've got a few achievements that came in from Twitch chat. The first one is camel do or camel do not. There is no camel try. In order to unlock camel do or camel do not, there is no camel try. You need to play the arcade version. And that came in from Big Dick Pie Baker Chris Vaughn. The next achievement is Marble Madness. Because there's a clear connection here where you're playing a ball in Marble Madness. In this game, you're playing around a ball. In order to unlock Marble Madness, play and beat this game, then beat Marble Madness on the NES, which is impossible.
I've never really played Marble Madness.
It's pretty tough. Yeah, I mean, I've seen people beat it, like the Noah, the NES player for the oh my god, I can't remember the name of the band now. I'm awful. It's the band that plays that plays the soundtrack to this NES game that's being played. I can't remember their name right now, and I'm dying inside.
Yep.
But I watched before
Bit something?
Bit Brigade. Thank you. You got me there. I appreciate it.
That's what we always say to each other.
Yeah, you got me there. Thanks, buddy.
I appreciate it.
Not many people can, but you did.
Fist bump.
Yeah.
Bro job.
I've seen him beat it. He just did it as a warm up before like their show, and it was just like, God, okay. It was fast too. It's like, okay. And then the next achievement is Marble Sadness.
Nice.
In order to unlock Marble Sadness, you play through a level with 25-year-old SNES mouse. And that came in from P. Willie Eaton. And that is something that needs to be said. This game is SNES mouse compatible. I did try it. It's not bad. It's actually better than the controller, probably, if my SNES mouse worked better.
Yeah, I remember you were talking about having maybe I send this mouse off because it cleaned or...
Yeah, I tried to clean it, and I thought I did a pretty good job.
How to make this game more challenging? I'll play with a barely functioning SNES mouse.
Right. It was still doable. So, the game is that easy. It's still doable with like a barely functioning SNES mouse. I think it might just be the ball or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, because it just sticks when you go one direction. So, I don't know. Maybe it'll work like that new. I don't know, but...
Yeah, because I don't know, because I've only ever used it pretty much for Paper Mario.
Yeah.
Paper Mario, Mario Paint.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear it works pretty well with, I guess, Lemmings.
Okay.
Which makes sense.
Yep.
So I probably
Very
need to get
much.
it like super fixed before then. Because that's going to take like precise movement.
clicking.
Yeah. Do you have any achievements for On the Ball? Camel Tree?
ball buster. Die and get an unfortunate.
Instead of a fortunate.
Yep.
That is a buster, indeed.
Shut the fuck up. Keep hitting the square that takes away your time, because when you do, it goes
I didn't notice that.
Yeah. It does a weird little fucking giggle. And there was one space where there were
like
two.
Kefka's baby.
Really? Yeah, exactly. There were two right beside each other, and I had to go right down the middle, and I just kept bouncing off and just.
Here's my pitch for Final Fantasy VI 2. Kefka had a baby, and we didn't know about it. And then I don't know where to go from there.
See, I want to see the prequel to Final Fantasy VI, to where you're Gestalt with young, unfucked up Kefka and General Leo uniting all these villages, conquering, bringing shit underneath the Empire, finding out about Espers, and that's what I want.
I'd like to see that anime or read that manga, but I don't think I want to play.
You want to play that 60-hour RPG?
No, I don't want to play.
It would be a good manga. You're right.
I don't want to play those. You know what I mean? Like, if they do it after your style and it's just the same dungeons and stuff, I don't want to do that. But like, what I would be interested in is if and this wouldn't happen, but if Final Fantasy VI got the Final Fantasy VII remastered treatment, where it's like,
yes,
that would be really interesting.
No, that'd be fucking amazing. I really want that paper craft of final boss Kefka going all the way up the Kefka tree.
Yeah.
Every single member of the party.
The camel tree.
Yeah,
the Kefka
tree.
Yeah, man, that looks awesome. I need to do another randomizer.
The Mario RPG one looks pretty good.
Really?
Yep.
What do they do?
Because I've seen Ryokar do it, and it is
because that game seems very linear. Like, how do they?
Because you've got all the different events that you go to. So wherever you find the star pieces, you have to get all the star pieces and beat the game. So you're trying to hit all the different events, and of course your party members are randomized, your abilities are randomized.
So what do you mean their abilities are randomized? So if you get Bowser,
he could get group hug.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep. And what they can equip tends to be randomized, and then you've got your different events that you're trying to go to that you tick off your,
It seems like it would be easier than Final Fantasy VI randomizer.
Yeah, I think it is.
Just because it's like, I don't know, the thing that's tough and interesting to me about Final Fantasy VI randomizer Worlds Collide is like when you have to figure out where to go next. Like that's the part of it that's really interesting to me. And I don't know if that happens in
Well, then
Super
I guess
Mario.
you're sort of thinking about because I guess speed running a randomizer is where it's fun. Like, how fast can I go? What events am I going to do to beat the game?
Sure.
So then it's like, all right, what if I go? And then, of course, the bosses, so you don't know who you're going to fight where. Like, you could go to fight the Axum Rangers. Well, you get Q-Legs. Well, that's going to be a rough fucking fight.
Yeah.
So
then, that could happen.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
There's one battle in, I think when you're in the volcano in Mario RPG where you fight like this flame dragon before you fight the Axum Rangers.
I don't remember.
It's right after, the...
Is it a Blarg?
It looks like yeah.
Okay.
Only I watched when Ryokar did it because the sprites will be swapped out sometimes to what they are. So instead of the Blarg, it is Jinx surrounded by flames floating out of the lava at you. That was pretty good.
All right. That's cool.
And instead, one time, Link, when he went to fight Jinx was Exor. So his Exor was Mario doing like the cross position where he has his mouth going.
Cool.
So it looked pretty good. That'll be another one I think you might enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know Super Mario RPG really all that well.
Yeah.
I've really only finished it like twice.
Yeah.
And then the third time I tried to play it, I didn't finish it. And I think that's because I was streaming it. I have a hard time finishing RPG on stream just because it stretches out for so long, over such a long period of time.
You feel like it's kind of, hit a lull because you have to grind, you might get lost. Yeah.
I mean, if I were doing it like every day, back to back to back to back, it probably wouldn't feel that rough. But yeah, stretching, like doing it once a week over the course of an entire RPG, pretty.
Takes
It's a big block of it.
All right, 3 months from now we'll beat Breath of Fire.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Which is why I stopped playing Breath of Fire. Oh, by the way, this is a good time to because we went through your crazy ass week. I'm super burnt out.
I mean, you did your big Shamu stream.
I'm super burnt out. I'm cutting Friday streams for a little while until I feel like doing them again.
Yeah,
That's kind of the thing. I'm still gonna do the Sunday streams, but Friday nights for now, they're bye.
I mean, that's your weekend.
That's the
Friday
weekend.
night and Sunday. That's your break. You get no.
It's hard.
As an introvert, you need that time.
It's hard to get a break. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And I need it. I've discovered I need it pretty bad because it's not just that, but I mean it's work and family and all the other things that we all do.
Yep.
I really enjoy it, but yeah, it's just Sundays for now.
Yeah, and I really think you cut down to that, and then we record on Thursdays. Still publish on Wednesdays. Record on Thursdays. We have
I give 6 days of editing time. That's gonna make me feel so much better when we have a guest on.
Yeah.
Because it's rough when we do it on doing it on Monday is so much better than doing it on Tuesday like we used to. I don't know how the fuck we used to do that.
Yeah.
I honestly don't. I mean, obviously our situations were way different.
Way different. We didn't have
kids.
kids, and then I would do Sunday because Other Shit Monday was my thing, and then you would do the regular episode.
Right. And that's just not possible anymore.
Nope.
But man, just the prospect of being man, we have 6 days. I told Nikki earlier today, I was like, I feel really good about this. As long as I don't procrastinate and edit on Tuesday night.
Well, I feel better, as long as I know I'm not having to figure shit out on a Monday, because it needs to still be on a weekday, but if I have more weekdays before we record to play the game that's not on a Monday, I mean, it's gonna
my mind's already
better
mush.
for me.
All this latent, low level, low key time travel has really kind of got me fucked up because I was talking about the us recording on Thursdays and me cutting out the Friday stream. I was talking about this stuff on Discord, and the questions that were asked about it is it's like time travel. It really is because it's all right, so yeah, we're gonna record on Thursday, and then I'm gonna stream on Sunday the game that hasn't been announced yet because that's coming out on Wednesday, and it's just
But you said everybody skips ahead to find out anyway.
a lot of people have told me that they when one of our episodes publishes, they skip to the end, scrub until they find the game that we're talking about, and then they listen to the episode.
So you may as well just watch the stream on Sunday.
Right.
Then.
Find out what we're playing on Sunday nights.
Because I think part of the problem, because of course I'm busy, and then I don't want to take away time from Melissa, but that's two things. One, whenever we would record on Monday or sometimes Tuesday, and Monday being super busy for me, always, as long as I have this position, it's just going to be the worst.
Sure.
And then,
which is definitely why I wanted to change. I mean, I want it to be easy for both of us.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And I feel bad because it's always all right, can we push it to 6:30? Can we push it to 7? All right, can we just do tomorrow?
Right.
And then
and it ties up my night. And I know you don't.
You can't make plans. Because you're waiting on me.
And I know you don't mean to do it.
I don't even know sometimes until the very last minute.
Right. Sure.
Because I'm about to leave, then suddenly somebody broke their ankle. What just happened before? So
good thing we're in a hospital.
Yep.
Rub some dirt on it and fucking fry some food, motherfucker.
So, but I feel because most of the time would be by the time Monday rolls around, Monday super busy, but record or on Tuesday and then publish the game. So then really I have Wednesday, Thursday to try and to play the game, because by the time Friday rolls around and Melissa works, and then when I'm trying to keep up with Jack and Kenna and anything else the other girls want to do, and then I'm not at work, so I kind of just want to
fucking chill out.
Yeah. So then by the time that comes in Sunday, all right, well shit, sometimes I have to work on Sunday nights, so Monday's even doable in the first place.
Right.
So then Monday that I'm trying to get off, I think we're recording on Thursday to give more of that time during the week for me to play the game will be much better for me
Good.
than trying to do it on the weekend.
Good. I mean,
Because I feel bad for you playing the game more and, you know, feeling like you have to carry it more because I don't have as much to talk about. I know the listeners are probably like, man, Todd doesn't have anything fucking say about the game. So that's what I want to do that better for you and the listener, that I can spend more time and have something better to say.
I just want to do a good show.
Yeah,
Really,
yeah, yeah.
honestly. I mean, it's like, and I think that the show is best when we are having a conversation.
Or does everybody hate video games and we'll just drop it entirely and just hang out?
I mean, that was a suggestion that I made to
Yeah.
you. I mean, if you don't have time to do it, if you don't have time to play the games, then let's just not do that. Let's just do a show. I mean,
I still love the idea of playing and having every Super Nintendo game, but then we also like, what's our hook? Like,
no, it makes discoverability like really tough.
two early millennials hang out.
But I gotta be on. Well, I mean, I'm barely a millennial. I'm there.
Yeah, you're
I'm
an
in that
elder. You're an
category.
elder millennial.
An elder millennial. But like,
That's what's her name? That comedian.
I don't know.
Eliza. She's got a very, very long last name. She that's what her last Netflix special was, Elder Millennial. 'Cause she's like the
okay.
first year you can be a millennial.
Gotcha. Sorry, Eliza. I didn't mean to steal your joke.
Schlesinger. That's
Schlesinger. Okay. Yeah, I mean, yes, not building a weird podcast around video games would hurt the discoverability of the show. However, we may have reached critical mass on that. I mean, you know
That's
what I mean?
true.
It's like,
That's true.
It's like when we get new listeners, it's pretty much
It's like, hey man, come on, here, sit down, come on, let's talk about you. You want a nickname? You can have a nickname.
it's like one person comes in on a new person comes in on Twitch chat.
Have a
it's
dollar?
like- right. I mean, that's pretty much the growth of the show at this point.
Yeah.
It's like someone comes into Twitch chat and I'm like, hey, we're a podcast. And they're like, I might check it out.
What percentage of that might? Huh?
Yeah. So I don't know.
Beer me a Patreon subscription.
And then
Gets laughed like 30% of the time.
the other thing of it is like, even if we stop doing the games for a little bit until you're able to until you're able to breathe, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with
Because Melissa's also, getting into nursing school. So, but also, well, like my mom's healing from her foot surgery. So, like, if I want her to watch Jack for a few hours when
She's
Melissa's
limited.
at work, then that's kind of opening back
Sure.
up. So, I think it'll be better. And it's always very game dependent too.
How do you mean?
Because like on the ball, no problem.
Sure.
Like
yeah.
this is the best week it could have been for us to have this game.
Pretty good.
But like had we drawn Lufia, it'd been like, oh, God damn it.
Well, yeah, we would have come up with something.
Yeah. I'd been like,
Or the show would have ended. The show might have been over. I mean, look, I don't mean to sound dramatic or anything, but like on my end, it's pretty close.
yeah.
Like, because you were like, you want to just pull a Patreon episode? It's like, no.
That's what I was just like, okay.
Because I hate pulling Patreon episodes.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah.
But then and then I realized that I made that decision based purely on emotion. I was just upset that we couldn't do the thing,
Yeah.
And I want to do the thing, I don't know. I like that we've been doing this for so long, even
Yeah.
if it's not growing. You know what I mean? Like, even if it's
Well, yeah. No, I'm with you. And this week was just the weirdest nexus of so many time-consuming things all layering on, like a 7-layer dip of.
dude, I hear you. And I wasn't even upset with you. It's just one of those things where it was like, fuck, man, like, shit, dude, is this,
Yeah.
are we going to be, can we do this? And, can we still do this? It was
Yeah.
like one of those where it was just kind of like, I don't know, bum me out. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I don't know if we can make this work. Like, I was worried. I really was. I was worried that we wouldn't be able to make this work.
Well, even you mentioned like doing like a few weeks of like, yeah, we're just hangout episode, the hangout series. Like,
Yeah. And I think that we should maybe do that next episode, considering that you're out of pocket at Ryan's wedding.
oh yeah,
And I mean, for real, like, I don't know. I don't want,
because it'd be hard for me to play a game and then come back and talk about it. So we could, yeah, that sounds pretty good.
or I know we've been talking about doing the all call show on Patreon, but maybe we just fucking do the all call show.
That also sounds great.
Maybe we just do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, at this point, like, this is like, I don't know, man. At this point, I'm just like, whatever we got to do. Whatever we got to do.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a game, if we're talking about, I mean, because like back in the day, it wasn't like this. Back in the day, it wasn't
We could
like,
come over and just play the game together, you know?
right. Well, and I mean that we weren't concerned about whether or not we were actually talking about the game or not.
Yeah.
Which is like, what was the most ludicrous thing about that is the fact that that's when we were talking about the games that people gave a shit about. Now we're talking about on the ball, man, that no one fucking cares about. And I'm over here sweating it like, oh my God, all right, I gotta get this fucking right. I gotta get this right. Or people are gonna fucking at me.
Well, now the show matters. Back then, it's just like, if no one listens, oh well, we played a game and had a good time together. Like
That
the
is
show
true.
now
It matters a lot more.
Yeah.
It matters. I mean, it mattered to me in the beginning, but it does matter. It matters more now.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And keeping that streak going matters too.
We've got ears to fill.
So many.
Poor little Phil Hawkins, one thing to listen to.
I know.
Because he only listens to us. Only.
That's not true. I know for a fact he doesn't only listen to us. Many comments have been made from him on Discord that he definitely listens to other podcasts.
Oh, so you just rubbed in our faces then?
yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, just
All
flaunting
right.
it. Yeah,
All right, fine.
well, you know how he rolls. Well, that fucking beautiful fucking Sephiroth wizard hair
That's true.
blowing in the wind.
Graham, don't listen
to
anymore. Don't listen to any more podcasts but us. Graham, you listen. You hear me?
I don't think that he does.
Good. Keep it that way.
Graham's a good boy.
Yeah. You'll be punished if you try to listen to their podcast.
So yeah, all right, we're doing it.
Yeah. Let's just all calls. Get through our backlog of calls. I think that would be great.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. It's also, this show is also
And then you can
like,
stream whatever the fuck you want on Sunday. Have fun with it.
yeah, that's the other thing is like when we were talking about like it maybe being weird that I stream the game that we haven't announced yet.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was having a conversation with like Zal and Grim about this the other night, and it's like, well, I don't know that I'm necessarily going to play the game that I might just play what I want to play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, I don't know. But the flip side of that is I need to play the game anyway. So it's like, if I got to play the game for the show anyway, might as well stream it.
Yeah. Either way.
I don't know, man. Playing shit by ear. just keeping this alive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean it. Like, I mean, this is really important to me.
No, yeah, me too. Me too. I know that I have a lot of other obligations, but me too.
Yeah. No, I know that you do. And I know that, like, as far as priorities go, you got them straight.
Yeah.
For sure. But, I mean, it's, I just want to, if Thursday is going to help, that's going to smooth things out, help at all, that's good. And what I'm going to try to do is not, honestly.
Where it's not like, yeah, I played Paladin's Quest for 16 hours. Cool, what's that about? That's weird.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, look, honestly, like some of it, I should probably not really do as much fucking work as I do. Like,
You wouldn't be you if you didn't pour what you do into it. I don't know if you'd be happy with yourself.
I probably wouldn't, but at least I think we'd have a better product. Because it's like if we talked about Paladin's Quest for 15 minutes and then we talked about like how many times we came that week in a row, people would probably enjoy that better.
Yeah, then it'd be labeled classic TADPOG.
Right? That's what I'm saying, man.
So then it's just like, do we just nix the video game stuff and just talk about cum?
That's what I'm saying, man.
Cast with Tyler and Dave.
So it's always been this weird balance. It always has been this weird balance between tangents and video game talk. And it's like, I feel like our biggest criticism that we've gotten has been that we don't do the video game stuff enough. And
Which is rare.
It is rare.
We don't get that a whole lot.
And-
It
but-
stands out because we don't get it a whole lot.
It does stand out, and I take it to heart because it's like, fuck, because it feels like a failing. Because we do claim that this is a retro video game podcast. It kind of is.
Well, I feel like that's the reason like why the Besties is a monthly podcast, because playing games and understanding games,
They're back. to weekly.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, for now. Because Spotify, they got a contract with Spotify.
Oh, they're being forced to. Okay.
And they were, yes. And then they ended that contract. And then this year, they're essentially like, we'll see how it goes. So it kind of makes it.
We'll see how long before Griffin has a breakdown and goes back to monthly. Like
it kind of
games are hard to do.
Yeah, totally, absolutely.
Yeah. Unless they both each play a different game, then I guess that would be.
They've been doing like the best of series recently. Like they did like a 2-parter on the best. They like did brackets for like the best Grand Theft Auto game. And then before that, they did brackets for like the best Legend of Zelda game. So they've been doing. They've been kind of doing. They've been playing. They've been jamming with the format.
Okay, that's good. I like that.
It's a good show. The Besties. You guys should probably like it.
Yeah.
If you like this, you probably like that.
If you actually like to talk about the games, you probably like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I can recommend a lot of really good retro video game podcasts that are definitely more game focused than we are.
Yeah.
I mean, it just kind of depends on what you're here for. I feel like a lot of people aren't here for that.
Yeah.
And
you're right.
And that's one of the reasons that it makes me feel like, why care about why care about Paladin's Quest, you know?
Yeah, I guess I just don't know. Because then it's just like, how do we? Because I like having the game be something that we do.
It's the hook.
Yeah,
But
I like that it turns into just because I always like us being open and friendly and it feeling like, okay, I feel like I know Tyler and Dave. I feel like we're all friends. And I'm just gonna hang out, listen to their conversation. Just feel like it would be when you were hanging out with your friends at college talking about bullshit.
Sure. Yeah, no,
that's what I like about the show,
and I think that's the perfect tone. I agree. I think that's probably the strength of our. If our show has a strength, it's that.
But how do we market that?
Yeah, I mean everyone does that kind of. You know what I mean? So it's tough. So you do need like a thing, and our thing is retro video games, for better or worse. Which I mean, I really like retro video games. So I mean, it's like. But I don't want to. It's tough. Like I said, it's always a balance. It's always a balance of like how much game talk do we do versus other stuff. And I don't think there's a real good answer.
Yeah,
I think it's just going to be different from week to week.
Yeah, that's true. And then also, it's just like, man, I was so into Hades. I haven't had time to sit down and play Hades. But it's just like, all right, Jack's asleep. I probably have 2 hours. What am I going to do? Well, there's Paladin's Quest I could play.
Or you could play something you want to play.
I could do one run in Hades. I do 4 runs in Hades, and then Jack is away.
Yeah, no, I get that. I'm playing Final Fantasy 14 again.
Yep.
Because it's like, I've been wanting that itch scratch for a while, and it's like, a lot of things like remind me of an MMO, and it's like playing an MMO is very nice for me. Because it's like, what I've been doing recently is just hopping in Discord, chatting while playing. I chat with Dalton and Grim and Zal and Palsh, and it's just like we just kind of chill out and talk. And then if nobody's there, which everyone has been there, I can throw on a podcast. I can listen to an album. I can like passively watch a TV show. It's just really like
that's what that Final Fantasy 11 and watching a TV show or farming in Diablo 3 and listening to the Wheel of Time. Like,
yeah, man, it's good shit. It's good shit because it's like, and it's weird because like I remember playing World of Warcraft like 12 years ago, and I remember like being like, hardcore's not the right way of putting it, but like we rated weekly and stuff like that. We weren't like super serious, but we were serious enough, and like. It's not like that for me anymore. Like it's really just like log in, just see how many levels I can gain.
Yeah.
And just fucking chill and do shit and then talk.
Yeah, like, man, like if I still have my Final Fantasy 11 account and people were playing Final Fantasy 11, like this would be the time to like get on, chat, and fish. Just get that skill to 100, try to do that.
It wouldn't.
So
I mean, it sounds like it would be nice. But at the same time,
like we'll see.
Yeah.
Well, we would have seen. We won't see. I'll never. Even if I could never get that account back. So
just because you don't know the credentials or what?
I don't remember my login, and then I had the login token,
the
and
authenticator.
Shit. Yeah. So like that makes it basically impossible. So
even if you call them, I mean, that would take effort.
But you still have to have all this and trying to deal with fucking play online and shit.
Yeah, it's
like,
real. It's
because it wouldn't
draconian.
Because part of it wouldn't be. I think would sound fun to like. Oh, okay, I can play this game by myself now and do all the shit I've always wanted to do, and not have to fuck with an 18-person alliance.
Yeah,
like fuck that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am having trouble. Hey Miller. Okay, then we can just duo shit and that's it.
Right. Yeah. No, that's pretty nice. And honestly, like Final Fantasy 14 is like Dalton and I were talking about this the other night. It's like so much easier than 11. It's ridiculous because it's like 11 was a hard MMO.
Yeah, it was.
It was a fucking punishing ass. Like you die in Final Fantasy 11 and hey, you might just have lost 2 hours worth of experience.
Yep. Yep.
The game does not care. It's just like, oh, you died, man. Sorry.
Hopefully you get a raise 3, then
Right.
you only lose 20% of your experience.
Right. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you return to your home point?
Oh yeah. You definitely you lost more than you started with. You're at yesterday now.
Right. Yeah, man. That game was buck wild with that shit for real.
Yeah.
Like,
Hope there's somebody who's really powerful who will just babysit you.
yeah.
You need all your AF gear. Go around begging people for a week to get
Right.
a full powerful alliance for you to hunt these for a treasure chest to get your red hat.
Yeah, man. Was that the shit where it's like a treasure chest will like only spawn for like an hour? Like every week, one chest that was applicable to you would spawn, right?
Yep.
And it's like, if you missed that week, you had to wait till the next week, and it would be a different piece of gear.
Yep.
So it was like
You had to hope like bring a thief because if you find the
Right.
chest and you don't have the key in that point, well
I
then
forgot about that shit.
Yep.
Wow. But see,
and the thief could fail. It turns into a mimic and kills all of you.
right. But see, it's weird because it's like on one hand, that's horrible. That's awful. But on the other hand, it's like, well, that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah.
because it has meaning.
Yeah.
Like if you got that shit, I never got that shit. But if
I remember
you,
just hunting for maps.
yeah,
Because when you walk
yeah.
into a region and don't have a map, you are fucked.
right, you'd have to get buy maps from a vendor
Or
yeah.
some only drop in chests. So
Right.
you'd have to just fight shit until you got the map and you know where the fuck you were.
Man. That was great and horrible at the same time.
Yep.
Things had meaning.
Well, I liked whenever super powerful people would have like good gear and shit, super cheap, go on invisible and hide in random places. Like,
What?
I remember hunting in the boyata tree one time, and we get to like near the fucking top where shit is like way too fucking powerful. And there's this guy up there in a point where he's not going to get, he's high enough level where he's not going to
Nothing's gonna
aggro
aggro,
anybody.
yeah.
And if he doesn't rest, he's not going to draw any aggro. But fucking getting to him is a nightmare. It's a PC, and he's got his little gear bag up so you can go and buy shit from him, and he has like
So
pretty
wait,
good shit
it's
for
a
like
PC,
1 gold.
It's a PC vendor.
No, it's a guy actually playing the game.
So it's like a challenge. He
Yeah,
set
he
a
bought
challenge.
super expensive shit, and he would like if he had to go to work. This is what I assume he had to go to work, and he would just go to this point in the boyata tree, he had more money than knew what to do with.
Right.
Make good shit you want for like 1 gil, and he would just see if anybody found him.
He would be invisible.
Yeah, you couldn't like search for him or whatever and
he'd
find
be
out where
like-
he was.
I gotcha. So
Because if
he-
you knew who he was, you could just do a name search. But
Right.
if you go invisible, no one can fucking find you like that.
Right. Wow. Would he always be in that spot or
I would assume not, but that's the only time I ever saw him.
dude, that's a fucking power move right there,
Yep.
dude. That is wow.
Or the guys in Juno who would you could bet them in Final Fantasy trivia. Like, which level do you
I
want, how
remember
much you want to
casinos,
bet.
but I don't remember like
Casinos were a big thing. I did the trivia because I remember I won 30K out of like knowing what Locke's girlfriend's name was on the second hardest level or whatever. And then I remember one guy just sent me a random message and then showed up in front of me. He's like, "Why do you play this game?" I was like, translator, "Excuse me?" He was like, "Depending on your response, I will give you anywhere from 10 to 10 million gil. Why do you play this game?"
It's just a random person.
Random fucking dude.
Yeah.
And I was like, I like the people here, and I like helping each other, and we have a good time. He gave me 10,000 gil and it disappeared.
I feel like shit like that only happened in like Final Fantasy 11 because like stuff like that does not happen in Final Fantasy 14.
I remember later in Juno,
Yeah.
I hear him shout, "Hey, I just gave blah blah 1 gil for his answer." And
Well, I think it's like, honestly, I think that kind of shit in Final Fantasy 11 was a product of people not having anything to do because there was plenty of things to do in that game, but like the logistics behind doing those things,
you couldn't just get on and do it.
involved waiting.
Yeah.
So it's like this waiting created, like people were just creating their own fun.
Yeah. Because unless, like, that's why, if you were a beastmaster and a fisherman, that's why I got so far in fishing, because I could
You
do
could do it by
fishing
yourself.
by myself
Right.
at any time.
Yeah.
And it's why I had more money than I fucking knew what to do with, because once I did cooking and fishing all by myself,
Right.
I didn't have to fuck with anybody. I just made money. Like, all these people in these fucking super high-end link shells, hunting all these huge NMs, spending like a week, and they might get a 1% drop for some uber rare sword from Tiamat, or I can get the second best sword pretty expensively from just fishing for a few days.
Right.
Like,
Right. Which is like, yeah, you can do you by yourself.
yep.
Yeah.
Because I remember I got in one of those in-game link shells one time.
How long
where-
did that last?
Not long,
Yeah.
because every time I logged in, it was like, all right, we're going to like all these places. I mean, I got to fight all the hardest NMs in the game, and that was cool, but that's all they wanted to do. And it was just like, dude, this sucks. I don't like this. Like sitting here and camping it, hoping you get like, this is not fun. I'm out. Bye.
Well, at least you knew.
Yeah.
And at least you told them that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm assuming they were like,
They got banned shortly after that.
why? What'd they do?
Hacking to lock down NMs. I don't know what they did.
What does that even mean?
They did
hacking to lock down.
They did
NMs?
something where when it would spawn, they would make it where no one else could hit it. I just remember like the whole link shell just being gone. And then I asked Josie like, what happened? He's like, oh, they all got banned. So,
Wow.
because I wondered, because I was kind of curious, because we almost all the time we got the NMs that would spawn. So, yeah, they were doing something that
You got out at the right time.
I did get out the right time.
Yeah, you avoided that. You avoided that epic spell, that epic disintegrate.
Well, I got some beards and glasses for on the ball.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tyler, if you were to give this game a beard, it sums up how you
Mm-hmm.
feel about it. What kind of beard would it be?
I would give it the goatee of one of my favorite UK basketball players of all time, Tony Delk.
Oh, I thought it was going to be Autoluke because of his sphere.
That's pretty good too.
I don't know if he has a beard, but probably
Probably.
does.
Mordenkainen's got one. I don't know if he does.
Why would you give it that beard?
Because like Tony Delk,
Tony.
00. He was the one Christian Leitner stepped on one game.
Oh, gotcha.
Really good. Like I like the shorter, strong offensive, like 3-point shooters, strong on defense. 'Cause that's how I play basketball. So I'm bad at it.
I
but that's how try to play.
I don't play basketball. I'm in awe right now. No one can see me, but I'm in awe because I don't play basketball.
I mean, I haven't played basketball in a while. We used to. Oh,
We should play.
Okay.
You and me.
You and me, yeah.
One-on-one. One-on-one, yeah.
I mean, I played every week with Blake over when we were in Virginia for a while. All the guys would play like once a week.
Oh, don't get me wrong. You'll win. You don't have to. You don't have to
I
tell
don't know,
me.
Dave. I'm pretty fat.
You don't have to tell me your background.
All you gotta do is wait me out. Wait for my rage to end. Just kite the ball around for a while until I just collapse.
I just felt like you were, giving me your like background, and it's like I played in middle school for like half a year, and it was like I don't like this.
I didn't make the middle school team, so
I don't even know if we had tryouts. So I mean, it was kind of one of
you
those.
just show up. Whoever
Yeah.
wants to play basketball.
Pretty much, yeah. Do you want to play basketball? No. Well, fuck.
Well, you're not on the team then.
You're here, so you're on
you're
the
an
team.
alternate.
No, we didn't even have those.
Because Tony Delk, while he was one of my favorite players, he didn't go
Is his
onto
last
the
name?
NBA.
Is his last name Dunk?
Delk.
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 Okay. That's what kept throwing me. I was like, the dude's name is Tony Dunk?
Tony Dunk.
Of course he's a
Yeah.
fucking basketball machine. Yo, it's Tony Dunk!
He was a shorter guy. I mean, didn't played his 4 years for college. Didn't go to the NBA. Or
Not as good
anything.
as Bobby Rebound, but, he's pretty
That's
good.
true. Bobby B bound. So yeah, he's just one of my favorite players. But his career was pretty short. Didn't really go anywhere. Sort of like on the ball. It was a fun little thing. Didn't really go anywhere.
Okay. It got re-released, believe it or not.
Oh really?
Like there's a DS version. There is a mobile version. I guess you can buy now. I don't know.
This is a mobile version.
I could see
kinda,
that. I could see that working with like
especially if you do.
tilt. I'm using
Yeah.
tilt controls.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Yeah. I didn't check any of it out because let's be honest, I like this game. Okay. I don't want to play anymore.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine. You
Yeah,
know what I
yeah.
mean? It's
Yeah.
kind of one of those. Tyler,
Yes, Dave.
if you were to give this game a pair of glasses, that sums up how you feel about it. What kind of glasses would you give it?
The contacts of Travis Ford, my other favorite UK
Oh, I was
basketball
about to say,
player.
who is that?
Yeah.
Travis Ford. He played for
He
UK?
did go on to become a coach of Western maybe.
Okay.
So, but pretty much the same thing.
Okay.
With Tony Telk.
All right.
They played together.
All right. Did Christian Leitner step on him as well?
No, I don't think he did, but I know he was part of the game with Christian Leitner's Olympic shot where he, shut
Yeah.
it down and then went to the fucking dream team. So
What year was that? Not to put you on the spot.
I don't know.
Okay.
Couldn't tell you.
Okay.
I feel like it was like 94 maybe.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
early.
Because I remember in high school,
I don't have to look it up.
I had a girlfriend who their family was really into UK basketball, and I really didn't care. I mean, like, it was okay. The only time I cared about UK basketball was when I lived in Lexington, and that's because that was an entirely different experience. Because it was like, even the people who really didn't care, cared. It was just, we all knew about it because
Yeah.
you couldn't get away from it. I mean, it was like, you would just hear it on the street, like what the fuck was going on with UK. So it was kind of one of those where it's like, I don't know, you're in it. When I was in it, it was a lot more fun because it was like, I don't really even have to really know what's going on, but it's just everyone's excited and I'm excited too because of it kind of deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean it's infectious being around it. Like once I moved out of my parents' house, I didn't continue to watch. Still,
Yeah.
If Jacob's watching when it's the NCAA tournament, okay, I'll watch then.
I
but
watch some of
that's it.
those. If it's on, if I'm around people, like because it's usually on at the cabin weekend.
Yep.
And it's like, I'd watch it there and have a good time, but
Yep.
it's not something that I'm going to just turn on by myself. And,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just not into it.
Yep. I get it. Totally get it.
Tyler, how much do you think this game is? If you were to buy On the Ball loose for the Super Nintendo, how much do you think you pay for it?
$25.
Tyler, actual retail value of On the Ball loose on average for the Super Nintendo, according to PriceCharting.com, at the time of this recording is $20.43.
Okay.
So you were close. I don't think it's worth it. I don't. This is not something that I'm going out of my way to get into the collection immediately.
Yeah.
Because it's a very short experience that it's not bad. I don't think it's a bad
not bad.
experience.
You're right, it's not bad.
It's just not, there's not $20 in this game.
This is a hard thing to port to a home console and have it feel like it's a value.
Yeah, totally. And it's like, man, I do kind of want to check out if I ever see this game in the arcade version in the wild, I want to play it because I want to see how it made any money.
Yeah.
It has to be harder. The arcade version has to be
super
harder.
hard. And there got to be like pitfalls where you die.
Right.
That's just it.
I mean, because like this, and usually when an arcade game is ported to a home console, the big thing was always, oh man, this sucks because it's so hard.
And you could probably, like, your time runs out, put in more money for more
that's
time.
Probably how that worked. Yeah. So maybe the time restrictions were tighter or something like that. I don't know. It would be fun to play it with that dial. Like I'm interested in that.
Yeah.
What else do we do on this show? Do you think this game belongs on TADPOG's top 100?
No.
No, me neither.
No.
Do you think it belongs on the bottom 100?
No.
Me neither.
No. I put it in the top 500.
Yeah. It's not. This is not a horrible game.
No, it's not.
It's just not.
It's just a short, I don't know. It's just
I could see somebody, if you really like the game, I could see somebody like trying to get their times faster and faster. Because that's something it keeps track of. It keeps track of your best lap. It keeps track of like your total time. So, I mean,
it'd be interesting to watch someone speed run it, someone who really knew it. So like the ball never touches the walls.
Yeah, never touches the side. Yeah. Tiny ball. I have some questions for you if you're interested in that. If we're done talking about on the ball. Flopsy, the Ultimate Nintendo Guide to the SNES Library 1991 through 1998 by Pat Contry, courtesy of Monster Mold Mike, gave on the ball 3 stars. I feel like for the first time ever, I might actually agree with Flopsy. So I don't know. You're kind of making a face like
It's
maybe
like 2.5 to 3.
2.5 to 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very uncommon game.
Oh, okay. I'm surprised it was only $20 then.
Yeah, I think it's probably because it's not much of a game.
Yeah.
Is my guess.
It's like an app. It's an app that somebody made into a game.
Pretty much. I have some questions. Someone named Ross Rachel Green sent a quiz in entitled Invaders from Space. Would you like to take that quiz?
Sure.
Ross begins, I market myself as a fixer of all things electronic here on the island of men, and because of that, end up fixing all kinds of things. Recently, I was contacted about an arcade machine that wasn't booting correctly. I got sent a picture of a Space Invaders cabinet and expect that it's a reproduction with a PC inside. I get sent the address, and it doesn't have a door number, just a house name, so I suspect I'm going to a fancy house. I arrived at this huge house behind gates, met the nicest guy, and get shown the machine. An excellent condition 1970s Space Invaders Part 2, which is all original, to the point that someone scratched Kaylee was here 1981 on the side. It's beautiful. It's still in the process of being fixed, but I have some leads to get it working. That sounds awesome. I didn't even know there's a Space Invaders Part 2. What's that?
I don't even know what that. Yeah.
What happens in Part 2? The invaders... What?
You're rebuilding what they destroyed.
I guess. It's a sim. That's awesome, dude. And that's something I always worry about, too, because, like, whenever I see... Like, I was looking at a Miss Pac-Man online recently, and there wasn't enough information on it as to, like, what's inside it. Is there a CRT inside it? Is there a RetroPie inside of it? Someone's trying to pass off as, like, an original cabinet. But anyway, it was priced like that was the case, so I just assumed that was the case. Ross says, anyway, here's some random SNES games to quiz over. First question. This puzzle sequel was subtitled Norse by Northwest. Lost Vikings Part 2, or Lost Vikings 2, has to be.
Okay, yeah.
Norse by Northwest.
Yeah.
Lost Vikings 2, locking it in. It is the Lost Vikings 2. Next question. This game was criticized for being a tip-off of Sonic the Hedgehog and stars a mouse rescuing other mice from cats. Might have meant rip-off. Rip-off of Sonic the Hedgehog. Stars a mouse rescuing other mice from cats. Bubsy? I don't know. No, Bubsy, you're a cat.
You're the cat trying to get those mice.
I don't know.
You're Robotnik.
I don't know what the fuck you're trying to do in Bubsy, truly.
A mouse trying to get other mice.
What's a game where you play a mouse? Stuart Little?
Yeah, Stuart Little game.
Templeton the Rats, Crazy Time in Carnival Town.
That's pretty good.
Mickey Mouse?
Yeah, I wouldn't say any of his are a Sonic ripoff. Though.
Rescuing other mice? You know, the other Disney mice?
Yeah, just Minnie.
Monkey Mouse and...
We're all the DK family of the Mickey Mouse.
Right. Mickey's the leader of the bunch, of course. Then you got Monkey Mouse. You have Manny Mouse.
Yeah, Manly Mouse.
Manly Mouse, yeah. I don't know what game this is.
I have no clue.
I'm going to go ahead and say Monkey Mouse. You okay with that?
yeah.
That's locking it in. It is.
Manly Mouse. Fuck.
Fuck, it is. It's Speedy Gonzales. Los Gatos.
That makes sense.
Bandidos.
Makes sense. Should have got that.
Yeah, maybe. Next question. In this Disney tie-in, you save your father from inside Monstro and escape in the final level.
So, Pinocchio?
Is Monstro from Pinocchio?
Yeah.
Is Monstro the whale?
He's the whale.
Okay. Pinocchio is a Super Nintendo game.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
There we
Locking
go.
it in. It is Pinocchio.
All right.
Next question. This cinematic platforming sequel was ported to the SNES without the final level. Cinematic platforming sequel.
Prince of Persia 2?
Was there a Prince of Persia 2 that came out on Super Nintendo? I don't think there was. Out of This World, I don't think had a sequel. SOS had a sequel on the PlayStation. It was ported to the SNES without the final level. So it was ported to the SNES. Is this like Space Ace?
No Escape.
Or is this like Dragon's Lair? Dragon's Lair was totally different. So what?
Shit, I don't know. A cinematic platformer. Fuck.
Cinematic platforming sequel.
I don't know. It sounds horrible.
Sounds horrible. Locking it in. It is. Sorry, dude. I didn't know this existed, man. Prince of Persia 2,
Huh.
The Shadow and the Flame. No idea this existed.
Yeah.
None
Damn.
whatsoever. Half credit.
Half credit. I said it.
You said it. Next question. In this game, Hewlett accidentally adds mercury to a potion despite his master telling him to use parsley. The result is that his master is turned into an elephant and every creature in a 100-mile radius turned into a monster. What?
That is Hewlett Pachyderm.
Fuck,
So,
dude.
yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Hewlett Pachyderm.
Hewlett Pachyderm.
Locking it in because I'm never going to come up with anything right or better than that. The answer is Magic Boy.
God. What? My name was better.
It was much better.
Magic Boy.
Yours took effort.
God damn it. That's so fucking bad.
Next question. This game takes place during the Dark Ages. In control of a group of humanoid pigs, the player's object is to defeat a warlock named the Wizard of Wolf, a humanoid wolf with strange magical powers. Humanoid pigs. So...
Porky Pig's Haunted Holiday.
There's that. Was there like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles ripoff that had that were pigs instead?
The Teenage Mutant Three Little Pigs.
The Three Little Pigs are back with Tood.
This one throws bricks.
They don't make houses anymore. They make corpses.
And sometimes corpse houses. So I guess the first part wasn't entirely true. But,
Not factual at all.
but they'll make the shit out of a corpse house.
Rob Zombie's House of 1,000 Pig Corpses.
Robert Picton's.
Fuck, man. Yeah.
I didn't know that I was listening to Somewhere Underneath, which is on the last podcast network. And it's about missing women, not ones that have been found murdered,
Man,
but
I
that
miss
are
women.
still missing. Yeah. Yeah, I miss
You remember women? Fuck, man, I miss women.
And that they brought up Robert Picton that for a while in Canada, if a woman went missing, they would try to get a sample of their DNA and just compare it to shit on the farm or like the meat just to see and they got a bunch of matches that they missing women. Well, nope, were ground up into the pig meat. So
Wow.
yeah, because he would go. Most of them are sex workers that would go missing, and then Picton got them and killed them. Yeah, so. Piggy Palace on Patreon.
Oh, hey, man. That reminds me. You talking about Piggy Palace made me think about tabletop RPGs. I'm watching. So Nikki and I finished Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken, which was great. It's fantastic. Definitely watch it if you're into anime at all. It's great. And then, so the next thing we decided to watch was based on a recommendation from Rhythm Master Paul Korn. And that was, I can never remember the name of this fucking show.
Dr. Stone?
I've watched a little bit of Dr. Stone, and it's really good. Hey, Siri. What's the anime? Oh shit! I can't answer this question. So, like, give away. I don't want to give away the plot of the show. let me quietly type it into the search bar.
What's the one where a ninja believes it enough that he gets special powers at the end, completely defeating the original message of the first show?
It is like this is like so embarrassing because this is like a well-known, very popular anime. I can never remember the name of it. I can never recall the name of it.
They wish on those balls that have stars on them and summon a dragon.
It's The Promised Neverland. I can never remember the name of that show. I can never remember the name of it, which sucks because it's really good. Like, we're 5 episodes in, and it's like, it is very, very good. And it's one of those where it's like super hard to not binge. And if we weren't watching it like on our lunch break, we'd probably be through it all because it's like every episode's ending on a cliffhanger. It's like, without giving it, it's hard to talk about it without giving anything away because it's like, it's very plot driven. And it's like, there's like a huge twist in the first episode. So it's like, and that twist sets off the whole like show. So it's hard to even like discuss, but it's like, it's essentially like an orphanage where the children are in danger. And what's fun about it is that they have to figure out how to escape, essentially. And it gave it like, it made me, the reason I thought about it is because it reminded me of Little Fears.
Oh,
because it's like they're all kids from like the like 6 to 12, and it's like some of them are smarter than others and stronger than others, and it's like, and it's got like this supernatural bend to it, which is very, very cool.
Okay.
And yeah, it's neat, man.
I could dig that.
It's pretty neat. I don't know. It feels like one of those shows that probably will go on forever. So I don't know if we're, I don't know how long we're going to be on this ride, but for like right now, usually shows like this.
So it just started One Piece,
right?
Well,
see, and I didn't even know it was a shonen show until Paul told me. And when he told me, I was like, inside, I was like, oh no. Because what happens when I watch these shows is typically I'll like them, and then it gets to a point where it feels like we're done telling a story now. We're just going to do this thing forever. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, because Naruto did that, where it's like, we're done with the story. Filler forever kind of deal, And it's kind of, I'm not into that. You know what I mean? That's why I stopped watching Naruto, because it's like, you got to that big climactic thing, and then it was like, all right, I feel like I'm done.
Honestly, in Naruto, and it's fucking crazy that just not Naruto Shippuden, Naruto, you only watch the first half. The entire second half is inconsequential bullshit.
Yeah.
You might get the occasional cool thing of like Sasuke training with Orochimaru, but like you can just skip it. You can just skip all of it to the very end. And the very end is just like he goes to train with Jiraiya. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that I could essentially just
You
pick
could
up.
you could after where Naruto and Sasuke fight at the valley.
It's too late. It's too late for me.
And
it really is. Like,
well, yeah. If you've seen that, that's all you need to see of Naruto. That's it.
I mean,
then it's like, okay, now you can start shipping in.
But The Promised Neverland. I promise that Neverland. I promise that it's not because it's bad that I forgot the name of it. I can never remember the name of it, and it always sucks because I get myself into conversations where I have to recall the name of it. I've literally asked Siri the name of this anime that I like, and I'm 5 episodes. I've literally asked Siri the name of it 3 times.
Little Fears Peter Pan. What's that called?
Right? And Peter Pan fucks me up because it's like the Neverland, and then I get like on this Michael Jackson thing, and I'm like, what is the name of that fucking show? Moonwalker? I don't know. It's rough. It's real rough. The name of the show, not the show. Show's
Shimone's Moving Castle. What is that called?
Moving Castle. Oh my God. All right. Next question, potentially. I might have accidentally closed the quiz. I really don't know. This game Takes place during the Dark Ages in control of a group of humanoid pigs. Right, we're back here.
The Twilight Zone.
The Twilight Zone.
That one episode.
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Locking it in. Fuck, I'm sorry. I have all the time in the world to read, but now my glasses are broken. We were so close. Power Pigs of the Dark Age. Power Pigs of the Dark. You don't remember Power Pigs of the Dark Age?
I do some Power Pig play, but
I'm gonna cheat and I'm gonna look in Flopsy to see what Power Pigs of the Dark
see if
Age
he's making that up.
is. I just want to know what it's ranked.
Yeah.
Power Pigs of the Dark Age. Real game. Availability rare.
Okay.
Developed by Radical Entertainment.
Oh, sounds like it.
2.5 stars.
Chef's kiss.
And I got to be honest, looks horrible. There is an image of what appears to be poorly drawn. What do you call the snakes from Beetlejuice?
Sandworms?
Sandworms. Thanks. The snakes from Beetlejuice. Hi. I promise I'm not drunk or high right now. I just can't recall. Look, I'm usually taking a nap right now. I had a bunch of chicken wings before I came over.
Yeah, Thursday recording. I don't know if we've done one of these.
Oh, God. I don't think that we have. Next question. This Disney tie-in stars 2 characters that could very easily share their name with sex toys. Disney tie-in stars 2 characters that could very easily share their name with sex toys. Rabbit? Is it Winnie the Pooh? Pooh and Rabbit.
Chip and Dale?
Chip and Dale. Fuck, baby. Put that chip back in me. Track me, Daddy. Track me.
Baloo and Kit?
I fucking love it. I love a good kit.
But I think you're right. It's probably Rabbit and Piglet.
What would a piglet sex toy look like? We know what the rabbit
Is
looks
Pooh
like.
Disney?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you mean is Pooh Disney?
I don't know. Like, is it something different?
No, Pooh's Disney.
Uh,
The reason I know is because, man, dude, this sucks to say because I'm like almost 40 years old. But I remember like when I was in college, every non-traditional student, AKA someone my age on campus, would have that fucking rolling Winnie the Pooh bag.
Yep.
I get it. I guess it's easier on your back.
And I fucking did it whenever I went back.
Did
and
you
finished
really?
My bachelor's.
There was yours a Winnie the Pooh?
It wasn't Winnie the Pooh, but you goddamn right. I did
Yeah.
a rolling backpack.
Yeah. Yeah. I just take online classes, man. I can't do
I did after that.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I proctored some of your exams. This Disney tie-in stars 2 characters that could very easily share their name with sex toys. Was there a Winnie the Pooh SNES game?
I doubt it, but other Disney characters that could be sex toys.
Okay, so Aladdin, A Little Mermaid, the Flounder. I guess
Snow
that could
White.
be a sex toy.
Flounder and Sebastian.
Yeah, Snow White.
Mulan.
I don't think that had a Super Nintendo game. I've never seen Mulan. Is it good?
I haven't seen it either.
I want to see the new one. The trailer for that looked good.
Yeah. The live action one.
Yeah.
You want to pay $30 on Disney Plus to see it?
No, I didn't really want to do that. No.
Not me either. None of the kids want to do either.
Henry was interested in it, and then it was like, I'm sorry, we're gonna wait until it's not $30. And he was like, he wasn't really upset, but in my mind I was like, he'll forget this is a movie literally in 15 minutes. Because it's one of those where it's like, I guarantee you if it had been like, okay, and bought it 15 minutes into it, he'd be like, I want to like play my iPad.
There's no Eddie Murphy. I'm leaving.
Right? There's no donkey in this. Dad, I thought there was going to be a donkey in this.
Well, I think he's the dragon in Mulan.
Is he really?
But the live action doesn't have Mushu, the little dragon.
Oh, I see. I got you. I thought you were making like a Shrek thing. Everyone knows Eddie Murphy from Shrek.
No, you're right. You're right.
2 things: the Nutty Professor and Shrek. Oh God. Speaking of those worms, the snakes, the stripy snakes from Beetlejuice, I think I'm going to show Beetlejuice to Henry because he really liked Ghostbusters. And the other day, randomly at dinner, he was like, Dad, I like scary movies. And I'm thinking, all right. I told him, I was like, I like scary movies too. Let's think of some scary movies that we could watch together. And he was like, I like Ghostbusters. And I was like, have you ever seen Beetlejuice? Knowing that he hadn't. There's no way. Like, my mom might have shown it to him because she showed him Ghostbusters when he was 4. You saw Dan Aykroyd get a blowjob from a ghost. You're fine. You turned out perfect, Dave. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's a hard PG though. I think there's at one point he honks his nuts. And I remember when I saw that movie, that's all I did for at least a summer. So I'm gonna have to deal with him doing this for a summer.
Summer's coming up, man. So
I know.
maybe the nut honk summer in and out. Get it done.
Man, can't wait till my son gets kicked out of daycare for honking his nuts nonstop. Jesus Christ. Okay. Disney tie-in stars 2 characters that could very easily share their name with sex toys.
I don't know.
Dumbo.
Perfect.
Dumbo, locking it in. It is Toy Story. I mean, it's Disney now.
It's Pixar.
It's Disney now.
Pixar. Fucking throw it out.
It's out. Thrown out. Thrown out. Next question. We didn't fucking record this on a Thursday to answer this kind of bullshit.
Right, exactly.
Next question. This puzzle-solving adventure game features 4 levels: Spooky Shipwreck, Haunted Amusement Park, Spooky Swamp, and Bradshaw Manor. That might have been
Porky Pig's Haunted Holiday.
Porky Pig's Haunted Holiday, locking it in. It is Terry Bradshaw's Haunted Mansion.
Is it really?
No, it's Scooby-Doo Mystery.
Oh, damn.
But I wish it was Terry Bradshaw's Haunted Mansion. Next question. In this film tie-in game, you must stop Dorian Tyrell and his plan and
The Mask.
And save Tina Carlisle, the woman that you love. The Mask. Locking it in. It is The Mask. That is a Super Nintendo game?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, it did.
You played it, presumably?
I've watched the...
Brandon?
Is this worth playing today? Oh, of course, Brandon. Yeah. I love The Mask so much, I wouldn't read the book, the novelization
who was
of it.
that?
Yeah.
You read the novelization of The Mask? Was it good?
Yeah.
We should start, because we have plenty of time, we should start a book club where we read the novelization of movies.
That had games.
I'm not on that
Did No
level.
Escape have a novel?
Probably did. Hey Siri, did the movie No Escape have a novelization?
Here are movies matching No Escape.
You're worthless. You're worthless, Siri. Okay, next question. Along with Dracula Unleashed, this Z puzzle game is one of the few original properties that were released by Viacom New Media. A puzzle game that starts with Z. Zoop.
Zoop. Nice. Very good.
Locking it in. It is Zoop.
Good deal.
I know that because I can't fucking trip over a auction without someone being like, you want Zoop? Last question. Fuck, marry, kill. Daisy, Peach, Pauline. Where's my girl? Daisy, Peach, Pauline. Fuck, marry, kill.
I mean, I guess fuck Pauline, marry Daisy, kill Peach.
Kill Peach? I thought you really liked Peach.
I made her in Smash Brothers, but fucking kill her over marrying her and fucking her.
Oh, man.
She's just gonna get kidnapped all the time. Fuck it.
That is true.
Fucking kill her in front of Bowser.
So Daisy's my favorite, but I think that Peach is probably, her kingdom's probably wealthier. But you're right, she is kidnapped all the time. So I'll probably marry Daisy. I like Daisy. I like her little tennis shorts. It's a good look. I like that.
I like yellow more than pink. I like brunettes more than blondes.
I'll probably kill Pauline. And I guess I'm fucking Peach. All right, that works. Next question. Fuck, marry, kill. Donkey Kong, Wario, Bowser. Donkey Kong fucks. Like Donkey Kong's, out of those 3, Donkey Kong probably fucks the best.
I'd kill Wario. I think Wario would be the grossest to either fuck or marry.
I think so. Can you imagine marrying Bowser though, and the whole time he's pining over Princess Peach.
Yeah, unless you get that, the crown power up. Get
Bowsette. Then it doesn't matter as much.
No, that's fine. But, if it's Bowser from Mario RPG.
That's a good Bowser.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to marry Donkey Kong. He's got bananas.
Yeah. I don't even like bananas, so I can just fuck Donkey Kong.
That's the name of this episode. It's not on the ball. It's I don't even like bananas, so I guess I'll fuck Donkey Kong. Oh God. Okay, so I'm gonna marry Donkey Kong. You're gonna fuck Donkey Kong. So where do we fall?
Kill Wario, marry Bowser.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna kill Wario and I guess fuck Bowser. Damn it. Bowsette. I like some of that. I like some of that Bowsette
That'll
cosplay.
work.
That was all right. Next question. Fuck, marry, kill Cloud, Squall, Tidus.
Kill all of them.
Jesus.
I guess Tidus is at least sweet, even though he has a terrible laugh. So I guess marry him.
Okay.
Fuck Cloud, kill Squall.
If I marry Squall, I might be able to get with Renoa as well. So there is that. I don't think I can marry Cloud because, the whole clone thing.
You just hang out in silence.
I definitely couldn't marry Tidus because his laugh would be on it would be on the same level as Mandy Moore and Scrubs. That is so funny.
That is so funny.
So I think I'd kill Tidus. I think I'd fuck Cloud because he fucks. And then I'd marry Squall because I might, be able to get into some kind of three-way marriage with Renoa. That's what they call it, right? A three-way marriage. Yeah. Checks out.
Polymatrimony.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ross. I like that quiz. Even the fucking bullshit about Disney, Pixar, whatever.
Well, we're gonna do calls. We don't have to draw anything. We'll do that next week. At the end of the calls.
Yeah, if you wanna. It's whatever you want to do.
So thanks everybody. Thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed this episode. This tired, cathartic, figuring it out, hanging out, talking briefly about a game that was a weird episode. So the next one, we'll do some all calls. It'll be good. Be a good hangout, chill episode. Sorry I got shit going on. Congratulate my brother. Send him a message. Say, hey, congratulations, Ryan. But don't say for what. Maybe it'll confuse him. What else did we do? Hey, we're on.
Literally say Tyler told me to congratulate you.
Yeah,
that should be your message.
That's even better. Yeah.
Tyler told me to congratulate you. Period. Also misspell congratulate.
And Tyler.
And Tyler. Ask him about Nosferatu. And having his ass eaten on the
if
stairs.
He over the stairs. Does he intentionally keep his stairs greased up?
Does he slide down the banister naked ass first?
As soon as she comes in the door, just he's at the top with it greased on, just waiting. As soon as the door opens, he just lets go and slides down.
It's like when Bart Simpson leaves the school in the intro, except the skateboard is Ryan's butt.
Oh man. Facebook, TADPOG, the group TADPOG Nation. If you're a fan who wants more than episode posts, got some dank chat. If you like good organized chat, we got that Discord. That's the place if you really want to go.
That's bit.ly/TADPOG Discord. It's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. It's very cool. If you want a shirt, shirts.tadpog.com, mask.tadpog.com, but not for much longer.
We don't have to wear them anymore.
Yeah.
I heard.
Yeah,
I got the announcement today, and I was like, okay.
As long as you're fully vaccinated, you don't have to wear them. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But I just assume everybody listening to this is very responsible and is fully vaccinated, so I just assume that.
Yeah, of course.
So that's why I didn't say that extra bit. Look, and let's be honest, if you're not,
You're not going to care.
You're already not.
You're already not. Yeah, you're very true. That's very, very right. TADPOG_podcast on Instagram and Twitter.
Yes.
You got that Twitch.
Yes, I do. Twitch.tv/TADPOG_podcast. I stream on Sunday nights and Sunday nights only for the time being. So it'd be cool to see you there. It's a fun time. It really is.
It really is. It really, really is. Most importantly, and on a slow
I got it.
internet. Okay.
I got it. I can pass it to you if you want to read it.
Sure.
I just throw my phone. Let me give it to Alfred at the Bruce Wayne Manor the Wayne Manor table to pass to you.
You have new donors on here?
I do. Yeah, if you look above the executive producers.
Okay, because yours very different from mine.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, imagine.
Because I was like, what? So,
I wrote it in German.
first time caller, Nate. Thank you, Nate. I talked about how he's got that thick dick energy. I imagine that's what led to this Patreon increase.
Definitely.
Got to.
Definitely. You're just telling the truth.
A thick donation for that thick dick.
You're right.
And new pledge from Miles Jacob. Thank you very
Thank you,
much,
Miles.
Jacob.
Yeah, Miles hangs out in Twitch chat. Good to see you on Patreon. Thank you. Patreon.com/TADPOG.
Yep,
We'll do bonus stuff on there
we do.
sometimes.
We will. Give me a break, okay? Just give me your money and a break. That's all I'm asking for. I guess our theme song is Moved by Sycamore Drive. Link that check from theshortsheadbow.com.
Yeah.
Hey,
Our favorite ball.
Okay. So until next time.
I answered that too quick. I don't have an answer.
I do immediately. I immediately got
God
one.
damn it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So until next time.
Capricorn.
Jerry boy.
Smart
Smart
ball.
ball.
You were smart ball. I was the giant bowling ball that you fight in the Simpsons arcade game in the dream level. He doesn't have a voice, but I imagine that's what he sounds
I
like.
could have also been Boldy, but Truncate Silence would have got that.
You could have been Boldy. Yeah, that is true. He's a bowl. He's not a ball. He's a boulder.
He's Boulder, you're right.
This episode was brought to you by the following executive producers. These are the folks who donate on Patreon at $20 or more a month. We have Usurper Grimm, God Emperor Alex Pena, Cousin David Galino, Cthusiast Jeff Miners, Laud Mulaney Dennis, Zeus Laser, Steve Dixon, Plinko Nick Price, Clambro, Cody Phillips, Lint Liquor, Joseph Phillips. I don't know why I like Lint Liquor. I got like put some fucking fixins on that. Lint Liquor, Joseph Phillips. Lint Liquor, Joseph Phillips, Mantha Master, Executive Producer Dig Dougie, The Eightfold Daniel Abernathy, Time Lord Josh Edwards, Gamebug Prime Nathan Eaton, Matt Gentile, aka Gentle G, congratulations on your marriage, Magical Sleeper, aka Big Dick Pie Baker Chris Vaughn, Temporary Eternal Savior Cubicle Monkey, Pinball Archmage Chris Edler, I'm sorry you couldn't be on this episode, Sandwich Boat Phil Hawkins, Nate from Utah, Colin, first time caller, Drinksmith Joey Webster, Big Daddy Paul Anderson, Edgelord Kyle Pirtlebaugh, Master Cycle Baron Kevin Link, and John of 1,000 Names. Thanks, guys.
Fuck yeah.
Especially Lint Liquor. Fuck, man, it's fun to say. God damn.
That's it. Thanks.
Yep, thanks.
See you later.
Bye.
So my brother, he told me
Who?
my brother Ryan. He told me at Brady Jr.'s graduation dinner. He told me a funny story that I will now repeat. So once his soon-to-be stepdaughter, they broke her of her pacifier. So, but they sent her to now the daycare.
How old is she?
A little over one.
Okay.
And but when they sent her to the daycare,
12.
12. They started giving it back to her, so now she's regressed into it, and he's
that's
upset
not-
about it. So they're taking it away
Wait.
from her at home.
They just gave her a random one that was there?
I guess.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So they're not happy about that.
Yeah.
But so she's regressed to where she wants it, and if they don't give it to her, then she's just sucking her thumb all the time. So Ryan had the idea. I was like, oh, I do have this bitter spray for the dogs. The dog doesn't eat any stuff. I'll just, like, he took her hand, he sprayed the bitter stuff on her thumbs.
Oh, no.
And, like, she put it in her mouth immediately, just, like, made a face and stopped. She's like, all right, perfect.
She's like, this tastes like a Nintendo Switch cartridge.
That made me think of it. So once Kate got home, then they go in the car. They got in the car to go do something, and once they get Blakely all strapped up in her car seat, and then while they're sitting there starting to pull out, she puts her thumb in her mouth and just makes a face and projectile vomits everywhere.
Oh no.
So yeah,
in the car.
He was yeah. He was like, we had to get her out and give her a bath and change her clothes. Kate was really, really mad.
Long story short, you don't have to come to the wedding next week. Man, that reminds me, Zal's brother, TPH, the other night was talking about that spray stuff. And he was like, talking about how like he never uses anything on his dog unless he's tried it on himself. And he's like, yeah, so I never use that on my dog. So I don't know if he vomited.
Could have.
I love you.
I love you.
Yeah. I hope that things get better.
It will.
Real soon.
It will. It will. People who think the show is about to end are losing this episode.
Yeah.
Which we will have already gotten messages by the time they hear this.
Right. Absolutely.